My name's Dan Simone. This is Peaks Dallas Live on delay. Finally, this is our new 1-2 stream on Monday nights, $300 buy-in. Look at this friendly, fun lineup of local legends. Pretty sure I've played with everybody except Lego and our 9-seat. Lego's got a cool hand. He'll go to 15.
Different ones use different software.
And we already got the split screen going because there's only 2 players left. Larkin is in the big blind, and he will defend King 7 of hearts. All right, he's out of position. He needs to flop a king or some hearts. Oh, boy. Hello. He flops the nut. Doesn't make $1. Enjoy your $16, though. You got to look on the bright side when you flop the nut flush. And your opponent has none of it.
Whatever.
I did lose German Moneymaker, though, to the graphical issues that have since been solved. Thank God for Eric Anderson. And this mystery man in Australia that fixed something.
No, actually.
I don't know what time it is over there, but he usually has to wake up kind of early to take phone calls from Eric. It's his software, it's not ours. Anyway.
One of the original owners is still involved with the owners, and he's also
Yeah, I met
my man Cup with a giant hat on is going to limp ducks. It seems that this new standard opening raise size pre-flop is $15, and Tiny's going to do it with some queens. Mac just folded King 9 suited. How did he know he was so behind? Cup's going set mining, and Lego has this nice cracker type of suited connector.
I live east of you, Tiny. I live east of Rockwall.
Tiny will c-bet for some amount. Does he go big here? He goes 30 into 48. And deuces are gone too.
Like that's a good long secret.
Yeah, they were working with the graphic designer. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about they're fast.
And about what?
They're fast.
We're going to be streaming so much, everybody. I don't know who's new that's just tuning in for the first time. I know that a bunch of these players, friends, and family are watching, so thank you for tuning in. We're going to be streaming a lot. If anybody has not played at Peaks, it's all new again. Brand new Peaks, all over again. New felts and everything. And we're going to be streaming a lot, and they're open to the public. So tonight's 1-2 stream, you just call up here, and you get on the list. And then we're still trying to decide what the other streams are going to be, but it's sounding like we're going to do like 5 a week. A lot. Tomorrow night's a 1-3 game that Big Pot Sean is organizing.
I thought the competition.
$1,000 cap. That should be pretty fun. They're going to do one hand of DC. OFC's game is still going to stream on Thursday.
I have to say,
But now that we have graphics and video and audio back, there's Dory. She's one of the new ones in the new ownership group. She's such a sweet lady and pretty damn good card player. My man Joe goes even bigger. He goes to 20. Joe in the 9th seed. Beautiful hand. Let's see if he can get some calls. Larkin's on the button.
you know what,
He makes the call with a dominated 10, and Mac is still playing cautiously in the small blind. King 10 is a fold. Randy, a little less risk averse. Not that Mac is, but she already had some money in there. She's going to make a call. She can possibly hit a flush. And looks like she did have enough equity to make that call.
And he has told me that if I didn't
King on the flop for Randy, and a nut flush draw for Joe. We will see some action here.
Now you're both working.
Yeah, that's the thing. Our son is laughing at us because he lives with us and he's taking care of the dog and all that kind of stuff. Because
Joe just bet 50 into 60, and Randy snap calls with her king 8.
go ahead and Tristan if you want to, and now you're getting up before me and getting home before, after 50.
Brandy now has top pair, and she picked up a straight draw, a gut shot to a 5, and leads turn. This is kind of a block bet on the turn because she bets about less than 1/3 of the pot. So she's setting the price for Joe to hit his flush. He doesn't, but he hits a bigger pair than Randy's king. And now she checks, and is he going to go for thin value? I think he just bet 100. That's a nice size. Randy, you always think in your head, if I'm Randy, I'm just like, did you really just river an ace on me? Are you kidding me? Yeah. She does look at the camera. She's like, come on. Not the ace. Not the ace from space. And that's a pretty healthy pot for Joe in a 1-2 game. Picks up about 120 big blinds. And it looks, by the look on Randy's face, that she's been running into it probably all night. And by running into it, I mean like having the second best hand in big pots and not winning those pots.
Here's a whole production studio just in the home office. I mean, the home office is I go there, and there's a
Everything's right in the world.
printer, a TV studio, radio
And
studio.
poker forever.
Before anybody had Zoom calls, we had it set up on
Peaks,
satellites.
Dallas Live,
Yeah.
Social Club.
At the same time. And I was
Design
doing
districts.
theater, I directed a couple for some of the other departments.
I mean, we're easily going to have like the most friendly, best staff and managers and owners possible in the city. That's hands down easy. Randy has a big hand, but only $58 left. But she's going to run into Ace King of Mac once she jams here. Oh, Mac goes really big. She's like, Randy, let's just get it all in. Tiny was the initial raiser, and Mac 3 bets 290, which is a 6x.
Okay.
Tiny and Joe get out of the way, and this is just Randy's going to be even more tilted after this.
Right.
If she was tilted after that last hand. Not tilted, you know, just bummed out.
I was live in all the stores and greater than so.
I folded the clubs.
I turned it in.
Oh, and she flops the queen. All right.
There's an emergency voiceover. That's a new one.
I think Mac just goes once,
You're like, please.
and it
don't
wasn't
hurt
even
me.
as big as his 3-bet size, so
The way you're running, I really wish I did.
doesn't hurt that bad for $58.
Yay, Randy, yeah.
But Randy really needed that for morale.
I knew I was headed to that.
Yeah.
For a video game.
I knew
It was a TV commercial inside
inside
of
of
it. And I did the voiceover.
Like, you could've done it.
Commercial.
That's fine. And you probably watch through the room and you hear it, and then he walks out of the room and you
Yeah,
don't hear it.
it's.
I want to see this for a second.
I never saw it.
I don't think our cumulative winnings is going to be accurate. That's all right. We know the chip counts, and
That's pretty certain second.
there's a really good chance someone, possibly multiple people, have rebought.
They gave you music that was original music and you had to sing it then. And like 32 bars. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be close.
That's tough.
It was tough.
That
I didn't
is
get
really
the
tough.
80.
Yeah, man, singing at 32 bars, that's crazy.
I know,
I can sing maybe 1 or 2 of them.
I know, but by the.
Joe in early position likes Queen 8 of diamonds enough for $15 worth. Another huge hand for Randy. Ooh, and she's going to trap. Don't scare off Joe with a
I can't
3-bet.
even
bet.
say
It was
no.
it was a gas station for like,
That's very funny.
Okay.
Well, it's funny because
Joe with second pair is going to lead out. He's going to continuation bet as the pre-flop raiser and get raised immediately.
Slightly ahead of me. I don't even know the card doors.
Second pair, backdoor diamonds, unblocks the heart draws and possible straight draws that raise here. Randy's hand is very disguised and underrepresented, as they say. You would assume that she does a lot of 3-betting pre-flop with a hand as strong as ace king. So how many possible top pair kings with decent kickers does Randy have? And Joe does make the call. He's going to need to hit 2 pair. I would love to also see possibly a second diamond on this turn. Oh, no. Randy might just call it a night. Oh, God, that's gross.
You don't have any tells
You
at
need to
all.
wear a hat.
Yeah, she just backs out of her chair. Yeah, she's gone after that. Disgusting.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Randy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Randy. My heart goes out.
Okay for you. That's what happened to me and the ladies.
Mr. Piper.
Yeah. I played that lady stream.
Welcome back to the chat.
Ace king on ace king.
I didn't see a lot of that of Randy's night, but it looks to have gone
That's disgusting because it's case ace.
pretty
And
poorly.
we were playing 7 deuce game, and I just Vivi was playing, and I just knew
Just got
she had
5
the
outed
seven-
on a turn
I knew she had the 7 deuce.
and
So
got
I
jammed
called her
into and
night,
had to
I was
call off with
totally
ace king. So we're down to 8, and there's a seat open.
I just got.
Yeah, Allison, that was kind of gross.
I'll tell you the worst part though, the aces, the ace king. The girl was a new girl.
We have a second 1-2 table out there. Ooh, it's actually a 1-3 table out there running that I was playing before the stream. It's actually really fun. The 1-3 games here usually are. Sometimes there's a dealer's choice button so we can play some Omaha and Congress and stuff. But maybe someone on that table wants to jump into this.
He loves to call. No.
I remember that.
Like, he completely skipped the main dynamic that drove the hand action the way it was. It's like, all right. We kind of had a feeling. Is that a straddle?
Yes.
Because he asked me to.
Yes, not marked. There is a seat open.
Exactly.
Unless someone on this outer
I
table
mean, I ran ace nine suited into his pocket.
takes it first.
But the dynamic that got more.
I mean, I never believed that you're actually going to come down here and play this stream, so I'll just answer your questions politely. Here's a multi-way pot for everybody.
Hi, new player.
Come on.
Yay.
Yeah, Mark, we already filled the
Watch
seat.
out. They're all old jokers.
Top pair for Joe.
We're actually putting 1-2, so
Yes.
300.
You got it.
But then you can put it behind you for the
Yeah.
next buy-in because that's what we've been doing.
We all have backup stacks.
What's your name?
Yeah, Mark, I know.
Hi, Louise. I'm Dory.
Mr. Piper, you can't say shit like that in the chat, buddy. So I guess Joe checked his 8 and Cup now hit a better pair of kings. I think Larkin just stabbed with nothing.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you remembered now. Bye, sweetie.
Where is that breathing coming from?
Oh, you do Apple Pay? Yeah.
Take care now.
Larkin is going to bluff at this. It's interesting. He's going to get snapped by any king, so he snap mucks it and gives a little smile. Loses a pot to the man in the big hat and the space age pimpin' sunglasses.
Look at that. I'll see it well.
Louis.
Oh yeah, that's my friend Luis that just took the 5 seat. He's such a nice guy.
Old guy.
Viejo,
Old
viejo.
guy, young guy, and the girl.
Viejo sucio.
So there's a little guy.
You fold a photo bet there, Cup?
Sorry?
You fold a photo bet there?
No. No.
I didn't think so.
I had a good king.
But anyway, that's.
Not that good. You didn't think we're easy.
I'm sorry?
Not that good.
It was pretty good. I would have called.
It's a pretty good king, Larkin. King Jack's a pretty good king.
Aggression.
That's awesome.
One of the nice things is that I'm as independent as you could possibly be. So I'm a full-time job.
Don't work for them.
This could get fun. Ooh, look at all these hands.
So Dory, I told you I haven't dated in a while.
I talked to my boss.
I joined a new dating site.
Look
for
at
older
3
people.
bets. He's queen jack suited.
So I got this lady. So I got this number from this one lady. I asked her what her number was. And she said 145 over 90.
I was gonna say,
Nice.
I wonder why he goes by cups.
Yes, it is.
I know where this is. And this
Trying to
is
bully
mine,
you.
And I hadn't noticed.
Dorius. Cold calling a 3 bet to 60 with queen 9 of spades on the button. Lego
There's stuff going on.
should be calling, and now Poker Monkey is price. He's getting a great price. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of his spades are dead though.
I don't know.
1564.
4-handed Lego has a ton of equity. 4-handed, 43% against these 3 specific hands. But it's Poker Monkey that flopped the king, and he has the best hand by far now.
Yeah, the front of house guy.
Hey, on a board like this, King 8-3 Rainbow, you got a good king, 3 bet pot. Why not?
I walked out.
Multi-way, you're not really getting called by much worse than a worse king. Well, let's just take it down now.
Nice hand, monkey.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think he does more sports than corporate.
Okay, yeah. I never got it. That was one of those weird things.
Gotta be king, queen. Gotta be.
I never got to that sports stuff.
Yeah. see,
Keep 'em guessing. Keep 'em guessing.
Yeah, Poker Monkey's lucky that Larkin didn't 3-bet with a better king there. That could have gotten ugly.
Yeah, yeah.
It to be on the table.
But now he's up to $478.
Yeah, I know some guys that are in that world. Once you get in there, people know you do real well.
Yeah.
But especially in the video stuff.
Allison Arvey is from the Cayman Islands.
I might have to start drinking more.
Those guys that do like the
I think one drink
camera
is
guys
sleepy,
for
2 drinks.
And we'll be dealing at the end of the month. Can't wait. That's interesting.
And it's good.
I'll be here. Poker Monkey folds 10-8 of hearts.
You know, I've really been
my favorite hand
annoyed lately at people
for
complaining
$2. A lot of limping
high
for
prices of
$2.
things,
Oh yeah. Let's
$2.50
pop it
for
up,
tea,
Tiny.
$3.50 for
Punish the
coffee,
limpers on the button for
$5
sure.
for parking. If I hear any more complaining, I'm going to quit inviting people over to my house.
Terrible.
It's horrible. It's
Thank
really
you.
awful.
Thank you.
I'm not going there.
He doesn't invite me anymore.
We're going 4 ways to a flop.
Yeah.
A single raise flop, $41 in there.
We should do that.
Mac flops a set of fives. She's going to trap with them. Check to the razor, who's open-ended. Open-ended straight draw for Tiny, bets 25.
Yep. It's cost me $600 so far. Yeah, it's cost me a few hundred already.
Now a decision point for Max. Does he just smooth call or raise now? If you raise this now, you have to think through what can call a raise. Really just good queens and open-ended straight draws, which Tiny has. Tiny now has this pair and straight draw. Mac is going to keep the bear trap open. Let Tiny. Ooh. He asked him how much he has left. A sign of strength.
You gonna take that?
375.
Mac puts them all in. Tiny with his pair and flush draw. Thinks he might have the best hand now, but he doesn't. He only has 18% equity for his whole stack.
I'm ahead. You pick.
They'll probably go twice. Tiny has less outs than he think he might.
258. 258 total.
Than he thinks he does. Because 3 of his outs are dead. They've been folded already. All right, they're running it twice. He needs a 3 or a 9. 4 or 9. Oh, he hits the 4 and they chop it. He hits one of his 5 outs on that second river, and now they're chopping $607.
Knowing Mac, I
I was kind of
thought
thinking that, but I was thinking more 875.
I figured Mac had 8-9.
Figured you were at least suited, Tiny.
I thought maybe that works.
That's raising with that kind of.
Tiny gets bailed out there, hitting a 5-outer.
Good aim. Good aim.
I don't like shot pots. What if you get in way behind? Feels nice to get bailed out. I'm gonna run it once, man. Unless I like you and you ask to run it twice, and I'm a big softie. I'm a big pushover, so you know.
A normal game with people I don't know. If I'm ahead, I'm a one-time guy.
Oh, I'll remember that.
No.
I'm just a
Here.
one-time, I like one time all the time.
Max Payne.
Mac is the
Here.
Max Payne man.
You want to go too? I'll go too.
I started making exceptions.
I appreciate it.
If it's an exceptionally large pot, if someone's covered, I'll let them,
Yeah.
hey, whatever you do.
No.
Yeah, I don't get it on unless I.
Yeah, I'll make an
The
exception
person
now
who's
and
all in.
For the most
Yeah.
part.
then. Depends on the
At
variety.
casino or something, I'm a one-time guy because I think I'm ahead. I get my money in when I think I'm ahead.
I get that.
Under the gun +1, Mac is
That's,
just limping ace-10 offsuit.
Group like this,
5 or 2.
friendly group, I'm fine.
With a mountain of chips.
We're having a lot of $2 limps here.
Very.
Speaking of your mountain, you do have a blue one in here.
Oh,
Well, that mountain would have grown if I'd have been a one-time guy there.
Absolutely.
Wow. It's a
This is
party.
big.
You could have slipped a 5 in there. Without me,
He's not wrong. We're 8-handed
Put a 5 in there.
in a $16 pot.
Now, without you looking, I got to find out and put the blue one in.
Well, that might be what fucking happened.
Tiny has a king. Flush draw for Joe.
I didn't think of that. Check.
Remember when I was shuffling a bunch of blue chips? Not anymore.
But it's going to be Dory who's going to bet with nothing.
This group, this is a 2-time group.
And it's a huge bet, $25.
Recreational stream.
The very small flush draw folds, surprisingly. Matt has a gut shot to a queen
Different things. Different things.
and backdoor spades, backdoor nut spades.
That was basically.
Getting a price, put in a call. All right. Dory has 3% equity, if you'll
Max out of
notice.
position, so he
She
checks
needs
in
to
the
hit
dark.
running cards to end up with a better hand than Tiny. So that was a little stab bluff, and she's probably going to put on the brakes.
You remember me saying Max out of position, so he checks in the dark.
I didn't hear the end of that.
And Lord checks around.
But this turn checks around, and Tiny's king ends up being best.
He says that.
You should come by here on Saturday, I guess. After the 1-2 being broken.
Dory.
TLO made the round of each.
Bluffing for $75 on this river. This is incredibly brave. She has 9 high, and it looks like she's about to get a better king to fold. She got a better hand to fold. Max definitely folding too, unless he's got a read on Dory somehow. Oh, Mac, you wise old man. His spidey senses are
I
tingling.
was on that 1-2 table before
He's
you got
considering a
here.
hero call
I had to take off, and then I
with
saw a
ace
picture
high.
of somebody. I saw you. Yeah.
I think you have ace queen.
Yeah.
He's putting Dory
Yes.
on a ace, which means he's calling to possibly chop. Oh, he does end up folding. Dory, why are you showing that?
Maybe something like that.
It's the best bluff I've seen tonight. Complete airball bluff. Dory
Are you tracking this?
with the bravery into 2 people.
That,
Take it up.
that's cool.
Got a king. Got top pair to fold. Possibly leveraging her image.
Yeah, the other day my wife was saying, you know, you never listen to me. You only hear what you want to
Tiny
hear. I said,
absolutely put Dory on a better king. That he did not have a good kicker. Bravo, Dory, indeed.
Yeah, you only get to say that once.
I can feel her eyes rolling from here. You know, behind every great man is a great woman rolling her eyes.
Most of the time, yes. Or
That's
smack
not a
me.
dad joke. That's
Or
just,
smack
That's
me in
just
the
life,
head.
man.
yeah, that's just the truth.
Yeah.
This is a 1-2-15 game.
That's right. We're proud of it.
And Dory made it 15 with King 10 hearts in the low jack.
Well, me too.
Oh, he's going to go by Primo on the stream.
I mean,
That's tight. Three separate suited hands going at it. And that flop checks through. Well, this is a fun card because Poker Monkey still has a decent ace, kind of a middling strength ace, but Dory now with the nut flush draw and the gut shot straight draw. She has a bunch of outs. Typically it'd be 12, but 4 or 5 of them are burned already. Ah, she gets there. Backdoor flush for Dory. And a straight. Doesn't matter. Poker Monkey thinks he's still good with that ace-7. It's about to get raised.
he's an awfully young man to be playing for millions of dollars.
It's not that big of a raise. She's being nice.
Accumulated.
She wants to target an ace and get called.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Poker Monkey was curious.
Oh, I
And
didn't even see the 3 hearts.
Dory made it a nice price. He didn't see the backdoor hearts get
Wow.
there. Dory with a couple decent pots. Start stacking them up, Dory.
Stupid river.
All 7 cards count, every one of them.
Damn it. Sometimes I don't like that.
Oh, Michael, I did see your message earlier about you texting Amber. I appreciate it. I do.
But I do remember when I saw those really pretty.
Oh, he's buying beers for me while I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Very generous.
No.
And Michael, I enjoy playing with you. You are fun, nice, courteous, and a good player. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just thought of that too. Now this is pretty out of line, Tiny.
Call that a tiny raise.
Yeah.
King 3 offsuit. Not typically in an opening range. He's getting way more callers than he actually wanted to.
You know what I've been wondering lately is why they're called
And this could get him in
hemorrhoids,
trouble.
asteroids.
And that just sounds so okay. So.
Mac checks his top pair. Everybody checks.
I'll make a set one of these days.
Mac now bets his queen on the turn, and Poker Monkey turned this 9. So he's going to call $25.
Like 4 or 5
I'm just contributing to Mac's stack here.
That's what happened in the gym.
No, not anymore, buddy, because you're going to take this one down. Runner, 2 pair.
I mean, like,
Mac
all
checks.
July.
Poker Monkey snap bets about 100, it looks like.
They just flipped the switch, and all of a sudden,
110. Good fold, Mac.
Hey, you win that.
You win that apartment
Take that, huh?
many years ago. And I was the new guy at the game.
Appreciate that.
Oh, Michael, yeah, I know. I was doing a bit.
I kind of wasn't paying attention, and the dealer didn't know my name. And he just leans over and taps in front of me. He goes, "All right, Tiny, it's up to you."
and everybody
Max
goes, yes,
About
that way.
$1,100 in a 1-2 game, which is
And nowadays it's just easier because so many people in town maybe that way.
So nice.
And when
and I don't know who else is like rebought. I bet Joe is actually up like almost $500. He probably hasn't rebought.
Yeah.
Neither is Larkin. Dory might have. I don't know. They'd been playing for like an hour until we got the graphics figured out. So
That happened to me once I started working at Weir's Furniture, and I get there.
Pocket
and I have
tens.
this thing where,
size is up to
like,
$20.
one had to be Michael, one had to be Michael.
I think Tiny's trying to get unstuck. He's trying to swing for the
I was called
fences.
C4 at one place because I was the fourth Chris.
Yeah,
$20 is too much for
there-
Legos 6'5" suited.
Literally 4 people in the advertising department, and there was already a girl named Dory spelled it exactly like that. Only other Dory I met. I was like, what's that about? And so I went by D the whole time I was there. I was like, what's this stupid Dory's my name? I'm much older than she is. I've had it longer.
And the Dallas Dories, I was sitting at a table and I had Jason Cole. And
Probably not the flop Dory wanted to see. 2 overs. And it goes check.
Well, my last name is Mathers, and leave it to Beaver, right? My name's not Jerry, but for 28 years in my job before I retired, I was called the Beeve.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I had to listen to that crap all day long. Hey, Beeve, how's Wally? Where's Eddie?
Poker beaver.
Yeah.
The name was T.
Jim was blonde when he was younger, and his friends all, he's very tall and played basketball. His friends all called him Swede. So we go back to New Jersey and he's Swede, and I'm just like,
Who?
yeah. And he talks like that, Hey, Joey. I'm like, Cookie, where are you? That's his name.
Where's he from originally?
New Jersey, North New Jersey, North Arlington is, Bergen County.
That's the Virgin County.
I got called before I got Lego. I got called sumo because I couldn't do the.
Oh, yes, you do your hair.
No,
on.
but that was when I was even as a teenager. I did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen that hairdo. Okay, Lego.
How I got that? Well, high school, I used to spike my hair up on top,
Nice,
and this guy said he looked like a Lego.
Primo calls $10 with the
nice.
Robbie.
There you go.
I got, it's an issue nickname, but
Yeah.
Interesting.
nickname should be.
That's funny.
Cup.
My, really
Oh, Primo gets rewarded here.
My mother wanted to call me Dora. but-
Flops
and
trip
my brothers and
fours.
sisters said, she's Dora, and I'm glad. I'm very
Gonna
happy.
take a look down. Yeah, I've got a
But I'm
4.
Dora on like poker games because
I'm not gonna raise just yet. Cup's playing his ace 10 kind of slow too.
So I was like, no, stay with 1 minute. It's really weird. because Jim Coy-
This will kill some action, I think. Larkin will probably wave the white flag. He does. Check's turn.
So there are 3 of them, and for the longest time. Jim
Now
ends
this
up
card
signing
could make
everything.
Primo some money.
You don't have to- he had to read things.
It absolutely will.
Like, you don't have any time. But that's just-
I like leading out
So
here
we had to figure out
when the turn checks through. You might even get raised by Primo here because your 4 is very disguised. You might get raised by Cup rather. Cup is probably going to be a little suspicious of like a queen jack of clubs possibly.
Come on, Marvin, you know I'm good enough to happen. Here more than 3 times.
No, he's going to put a raise in. Yes.
Right.
Primo's in heaven. Or he might be suspicious of a jack queen.
They just entered it into the computer.
Oh,
But I
wow.
had the credit card.
He's never folding
Yeah, there you
a
go.
4 here though. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, Dan.
We're gonna try real hard to be perfect, and we're gonna fail at that, so then we're gonna try to be, correct.
Larkin appears to be actually considering a light call here with ace
I
7
used to,
over a lead and a raise.
I really didn't have a problem with the people that made mistakes. I had a problem with people that.
The raise is to 150, so it's pretty healthy. It's big.
That's not.
45 to 150. I guess that's just all a little over 3x. So it's kind of a normal river size raise, less than pot, and he puts in like kind of a crying call.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The Robbie.
Robbie gets there.
Yeah, it did.
But she wasn't in the small blind.
No, she wasn't.
Primo
She
wins
really didn't have
210.
At all.
Playing a very speculative hand pre-flop and getting rewarded, flopping trips. Yeah, Mike, we do have VPIP numbers, but it's for like 14 hands. So that's what it is.
My mom had rented a car and sent me to get gas. I was running the drive.
And Primo sat down late, so his sample size is even smaller than 14 hands. And his VPIP is way inflated against what it probably normalizes to for Primo's style of play, if you will. Thank you, and I will. And I need to take an opportunity
Railroad timber 6x6.
to run to the restroom.
Giant thing, you know, horizontal like this. And I slammed on the brakes. Except it was the accelerator.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you're rooting for your people. Hope they're doing well. If you want me to say anything, I'll basically read what everyone types in there.
Watching it all happen. Do it again.
Unless it's young Steven, I won't read his chat.
I was shitting myself.
Oh, yeah. Totally, I totally see that picture. Do you know it? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so I'm like, what do I do? What do I
15-year-old
do? But I go home, I go straight to my mom, I go, here's what happened, laid it out. No trouble whatsoever. Because I owned up to it.
Yep.
Because it was a rental, my mom didn't say anything. And then like a month later, they called and said, were you involved in an accident in this vehicle? She's like, no.
A month
It
later?
sure smells like gasoline. Wow.
Well, not Mark.
Other people must
You
have rented
sound
it.
like you know what
Oh,
the
yeah,
promotions are
several of them.
better than I
So
do.
how do they?
I don't know what time
How
match
did
means
you get it?
exactly. It
That's
probably
why I
means
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what
Buy
you're
one.
talking about, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't involved in.
one free, buy an hour, get an hour free.
Yeah.
What happened, happened, right?
Joseph Brown, this will be every
One of
Monday.
my brothers
Any
about
accident?
Phil's
And it's
dad,
open to the
he's learning
public.
how to drive.
Call in and get on the list. And you can play.
Garage door, but not one or the other, the center post.
Mm.
So insurance paid for it, but mom and dad made them fix it and do the carpentry. And with all the leftovers, they made me a wonderful playhouse in the backyard. I loved it. Yeah, they had carpet, windows, and everything.
That's amazing.
Until the carpet got musty and gross.
Yeah, of course.
So I can't imagine what Primo thinks he can get called by worse here with just a queen 4. So maybe he's turning a 4 into a bluff somehow. Not somehow. I mean, he had the best hand, and he takes down the pot. Nice hand, Primo.
Yeah, I mean, my oldest sister was 17 years older than me, so.
This is Pete's Dallas Live. I'm Dan Simone,
So, what are you talking about?
and I am entertaining myself.
When he goes back, I'll get it all straight. Yeah, it'll be.
Yes, Jim knows. Jim knows all the stuff. Jim is one of the new members of the new ownership group. Time is buy one, get one. Buy 1 hour, get 1 hour. Free, limited, $200 per day.
Five to go, live straddle.
You can only do $200 per day and $1 daily memberships for industry and military.
Are you still live?
Thank you, Jim.
It's probably because of the lights.
There's Luell. Good dude. Joe hasn't had a hand to play in a while, so then he straddles to 5 and will raise queen 10 against 2 bad hands. Jack deuce is bad. Joseph Brown, this is a 1-2, our standard 1-2 game, and it's a $300 max buy-in. I think it's a $100 minimum on the stream. That sounds right to me. Yes, Jim also mentions that this promo is for the month of September.
Sorry.
Yeah, half price time is really awesome.
Well, while we're waiting,
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Don't worry.
It's just the game.
Come on down and get yourself some time.
I'll just give it back to you.
Maybe.
I don't believe a grand opening has been announced yet, but I'm actually going to let Jim answer this one in the chat also. Since we started tracking graphics, this is hand 17. Larkin raises with a 8-7 suited. Folds around to the big blind, and Joe possibly defending with Jack 10 off. He technically should be, I think. Maybe to 5x. I don't know. I'm not a computer. The computer was in here. Ooh, Larkin flops a flush draw and second pair for Joe. We'll see like a bet and a call at least. Pair plus flush draw now for Larkin. And it goes check, check. Turn goes check, check. So now this pair of 10s for Larkin. Bets 15. He goes for thin value and gets called by an 8. It's good play, Joe. Going for thin value with a 10. I like that. And that hand puts Joe up over $400
You gotta get back to your keto band.
since we started tracking.
Back to work.
Let's add that caveat. These can't be accurate. So we'll just look at these.
Yeah. They don't match my tassels.
Okie dokie.
Hey, I'm pretty picky. Okay, man. No, it's a offshoot of Chippendales. It's called Chunkendales. Yeah. Then I just set him off. See, just thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's like, oh, my heart rate's going up.
I'm just gonna open this one up, it's kind of flat. Not a closed piece of hearts exposed.
I drive for over the road to FedEx, California.
At 4 a.m.
Okay, if it's that cool in here, at the wrong thermostat, I just.
I feel it already.
I feel the air already.
Okay, so it's gonna be good.
Dory's been concerned about the air conditioning today in a funny way. Ace Jack suited from Joe doesn't get any action. That's cool.
Ace Jack and plus.
All right, Victor, I'm gonna miss you. Come in.
Thank you so much.
Oh, dealer change to do a bomb pot? That means I can go to the bathroom. All right, be back in a second.
You had two assets.
Now just remind me to set the thermostat back because it's freezing in the morning.
The electric bill's gonna be like out the roof.
Yeah. Well, I knew this room was gonna be hotter and we were practicing the other day and I was like, had my hair up and I was like, so, and then Eric went and he said, it should be cooler soon. And it was cooler everywhere because he didn't know the zones. So he just froze everybody. And I'm like, no. We're gonna figure out this mystery.
Yeah, you can definitely feel it. It's definitely on.
Good. I just assume if, I just assume if I'm not hot, everybody else is fine. I mean, because I'm usually first. Benny's first. 4 cards.
4 cards.
My bad. Thank you for stopping me. Hey, we don't have a cap on it.
That's a universal word for hold up.
It is $100 cap.
$100
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's $100 cap. That way you don't have to road.
How about that? But if that's unfortunate, you get $1. I like a good dealer. Okay.
I'll check.
Check.
Oh, he's checking out.
I'll check.
Can everybody get their cards off and back on the sensor again, please? Off and on. Off and back on. Off and back on.
Buy by one on it.
Should be good there. Everybody's good.
Should be able to read this.
Action steps on.
Yep.
Yes. All the way around.
Action's up to you.
To the Wizard box behind the computer.
You did.
Everybody take your cards off, just off the sensors for now, just leave them off. Off. So you're off the-
No, you can pick them up and like move them way out of the way. No.
It's a
Pick them up. Oh, there you go. Out of the way.
All right.
Reset the.
We do PLO dealer change bomb pots. PLO bomb pots, double board. When we have a dealer change, they're usually capped at some amount. Might be 300 in this game. Anyway, we don't have graphics, so It's all right. We'll use our imaginations. Primo bets 20
I forgot.
on the turn here. Possibly with like a set of 10s, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, it just depends.
I got a call from Dory and Poker Monkey.
Sometimes I just do it solo, just all the time. But they'll send me a crew of guys to set up, and then I'll just run it by myself sometimes.
And my eyesight is incredible. So I see an 8 of diamonds on the top board and a 5 of clubs on the bottom board. Like a possible straight came in with Jack 9 or 7-9 on the top. Primo bets 55. That's not a full pot size bet. He wants a caller. What 4-card hand could give him nut? Nuts on top, nuts on bottom. It'd be Jack 9, 4, 3. We'll never know, but he wins the whole bomb pot, so that's always nice.
A couple draws on both boards. Just couldn't get here.
Hello, pretty lady. Everybody doing okay? Yeah, just Andy and Kirk.
So you had a jack that I needed.
They're actually really good. We have a really good pizza oven that makes them crispy.
Brownies of cream and cheese.
I need a heart on the bottom.
Okay, all right. Anybody else before she leaves? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The thing is, the pizza takes a little bit to do. One of you will have it.
No, I totally knew that. This is what it's been like.
Rochambeau for get there first.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it's pretty clear. Once
I'm seeing that Lego has a decent hand here in the small blind that he limps with.
I had a Supreme one the other night. It was like-
We've got 4 players going to fight over $8. King, Queen, Jack, Rainbow. Lego's way out in front here.
Yeah, that's what I do at home, yeah. That's what I do at home too.
He now has second pair and a nice flush draw. He bets 10 into 8. 2 pair for Poker Monkey, though. So he's going to min raise to 20. Yeah, Lego. Open into straight draw. Second nut flush draw. Sorry, third nut flush draw. And a queen. Doesn't get there. Queen 6. Still good. And he will snap call $20.
Put the toaster away.
Oh, big blind special, okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure it out.
And that's what you
Total
think
big
about
blind
pre-flop
special.
when
Total big blind special.
you look at a nice hand to possibly raise with, and you just limp, and then you lose the queen 6 offsuit that would have folded pre-flop to a raise.
I know. I've had a couple.
Tried to force the issue a couple times. Hasn't worked out.
Has not worked out. No, it is not.
Just for the stream.
I hate to see how bad my VP.
Yeah, I like to hear that, Larkin. Make some crazy plays
Well,
to
maybe I
make the
won a
stream
hand or two,
fun.
but I've never felt it Doug Polk on the first hand of my live stream.
Getting it in bad,
What?
by the way.
Yeah.
And Cup called a bluff of his on the last one.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, isn't that?
Does everyone have a lapel mic, or is it just a Poker Monkey?
If you some
Yeah,
underwear,
that was the one where you had the heart attack.
Well, it's funny.
if you some underwear, you know what I'm fun.
I try to not put it, you know, I don't think that there's a coincidence here or anything, but the security guard just asked me if we had a defibrillator in the place.
It was all
I
over
saw
you.
it coming.
And I'm like, are you saying that because of the ultra spectator Colorado? So, guess we gotta get one. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said at Choctaw at the seniors tournament. I told them,
We have 4 legitimate hands going at it.
you got 600 seniors, only 2 defibrillators.
Single raise pot's $15, pot is $65.
This is jacked up. That's not right.
I remember when they used to do the circuit events down in the old auditorium, remember that?
Oh,
Years
yeah,
ago?
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
There was a poker dealer that died at the table.
You talking
Wow.
about at Choctaw?
Yeah, Choctaw.
I think I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Joe likes
I remember the
second
old
pair.
rings on the other end.
Yeah, I remember.
That's
when they- when the
$25
old
and
room
the
was down
3
there,
players.
And then they do the tournaments out in the,
Yep.
in that auditorium
Yep.
right there.
And bigger question is, what were you doing at Choctaw during the tournament?
Well, I played a little more of that, because they didn't have a Brazilian.
Dory
guy.
floats that $25. Was hoping to hit possible backdoor clubs, I think. This should get it over with now.
Then when everybody started doing these 50 million rebuys.
Bye, Dory. Joe plays his jack pretty aggressively. Takes down another pot. Nice playing, Joe.
Everybody knows that's gonna be it, and a lot of people choose it. So they bring
My
it
final
and stuff
table
like that. But,
Seniors
you know,
tournament at Choctaw one year.
Well, I understand why they do it.
Chopped it 3 ways at
do.
2 in the morning.
I get it. I just- For me, I just don't like it.
Right, and everybody that complains about online, I'm like, well, the reason.
I wanted to keep playing. I wanted to play it out. The other 2 guys
They're
kept.
still playing, I'm like, what do you want?
And
They're
they're,
still playing.
absolutely, the prize pools go up. Play them, and I get it.
Started at 10 a.m. We stopped it at 2, but I wanted to keep playing. The other 2 kept whining and crying. I finally gave in.
Yeah, now that makes me
I wanna play it out.
happier with that.
They don't have enough dealers and or
Right,
anything to
yes,
have
I,
that many
I'm
people.
100%, I totally get that,
Yeah.
and I'm fine with that.
I thought you were waving.
Yeah.
You'd think that all the cranial accessories for Cup would start to get irritating. But he's committed to the bit.
6 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love free time.
Yeah, I haven't played.
You'll never get a read on me.
Try one, I don't know what we're gonna do exactly, but we got all sorts of ideas.
Looks like we're about to play another multi-way pot.
That is.
I'm just gonna fix the camera that's on me. Is it not wide enough? We'll have it all big ass setting.
Your hat's kind of big.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Queen 7-3, 2 hearts.
Actually, yes. We just showed it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't really connect with anybody. Primo has the second pair of 7s. But I believe Joe is the pre-flop raiser, and he's going to c-bet into 3 people with king high. He's getting better hands to fold.
Thought we got a game going pretty good, but at least we have this one going.
He got 2 better hands to fold. I think Primo got rid of that 7 too. And Joe's just continued to be aggressive, and it's paying off.
Do a lot of these. So far, we haven't.
That is a brave c-bet.
No mornings.
King high into 3 people.
No domestic barracks.
Decently disconnected board. 2 hearts though. There's some decent turns for you that you could double barrel with.
Have another drink.
A few more drinks there, it's a bit more good.
I don't need to have more than one.
We tried the Dory, I hear they're great.
They're
Yeah.
delicious. They are delicious. I'm physical on Wednesday, maybe not, you know, stress my liver that much.
Sometimes it's fun because the doctor is scared.
Oh, I think I do that just by aging.
Poker Monkey has a raising hand, but I think just limped. And that's what's the precipitous for Larkin, King 4 of Hearts to raise to 15.
Jimmy's here.
Gets called by a much better king.
Hi, darling.
And then this is just going to bring everybody along.
Huh? Yes.
That's done.
Let's go.
Single raised pot, 5-handed.
He's quiet. He's very quiet.
Not on our shorts, he's not.
We've got open-ended straight draws for Lego and Poker Monkey, and they both check to the pre-flop razor.
Makes him like that.
Queen 10 gets there, a straight for Poker
He is
Monkey.
pretty antagonistic.
A really nice top pair for Primo that he checks.
I've seen him, but not lately. I haven't drawn it.
You have a good hand, you bet it. That's 45 into about 75. Now Larkin thinking his king might still be good. There are a bunch of draws out there. So Larkin makes the call with just a poorly kickered king. Primo's giving this a think.
And I'll let one of y'all take this one. 3 players. Nope, I lied.
Man, I just scared everybody out, didn't I?
Lego now calls with his straight draw that's drawing dead. Poker Monkey effectively has a complete lock on this hand. A 3 of clubs is as bricky as it gets.
I'm all in.
Checks to Poker Monkey, who rips it in there with the nuts.
We got real serious there, didn't it?
This is a big overbet. He's all in for 387, but it looks like it's more than that. No, it looks like about 387. Larkin just has 442 left and a bad king. And it's four-handed. There's 2 callers behind him. This is purely bluff catching. And players rarely bluff into 3 people. Primo has a better bluff catcher as he also blocks Queen 10. He has a queen. He blocks some of the Queen 10. He's getting a count. This is most of his stack.
84.
Poker Monkey has polarized, as they say. This is either the nuts or a busted flush draw. Possibly like a Queen 9 of spades. Ace 9 of spades. Primo makes the correct fold.
Well done.
Nice
son.
bluff.
It was just too big of a bet for King Queen to make a call
You know
there.
me better than that.
I do know.
But because we're all a friendly crowd here
And
and
we
I
all
like
know the
everybody.
Yeah, you shows it.
Raise your hand if you didn't know.
That's a nice pot for Poker Monkey. How big was that pot? I think he just won about $250.
Oh, wait, it's a button. I'm sorry.
Oh, and then he gets
That's
his
okay,
stack
you know
knocked
why?
over.
There's chips.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with stacking chips. It's kind of fun.
I'll just sit here and take my time.
Yeah. Stacking chips is always fun. Here at Peaks Dallas, live in the Design District. Right? Come on down.
Everybody thinks I'm just kidding about how
I'm hoping that 1-3 game is still juicy by the time I get out of this booth. Had a few Diet Cokes. I can play late night. But I'll be back here tomorrow to commentate the Tuesday night
Yeah.
1-3 stream. Big Pot Sean.
I want to wait to see it. I want to see it live. I would play these cards, too.
We're heads up. Both players have a 9. One just has a better kicker.
You gonna bring that one to the table?
This is an unfortunate flop for Primo.
It's a full size.
Oh, that's a cool card.
You can do it. I'll get you another day.
Primo now has a better two pair. Joker to bet again?
Trying to get it out of the way.
Try to be thin.
Joe does bet 40. I think there is merit in raising here for Primo, but he just calls. Also fine. Now, this is not a fun card for either player. There's a four-liner out here to a straight. So we need 6 makes a straight, and it just killed all the action. And a better two pair for Primo, who wins $82 off of Joe in that pot. Probably the most he could have made. Queen 9 might be a fold if he raises the turn. Something to think about in the future.
Thank you.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and take all of this?
Okay. No problem. Okay, thanks.
Really?
I end up whole $9.
That's crazy.
Nice.
You added $9.
I forgot, I was sitting on something lumpy, and I was like, oh, these, I brought in extra.
I think it's just trying $9 full.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, it was almost enough to cover that.
There you go. You're in there.
All right.
And the calculator's going crazy.
See a couple hands that could have 3-bet Tiny, but everyone's just calling behind, and even Primo gets priced in with a terrible hand.
There you go.
He's on the button. He's got position over everybody, and we're 7-handed in a single raised pot. You gotta love 1-2. I'm looking at a nut flush for Poker Monkey. Who checks it? That flop checks around. Dory and Tiny both have an 8 now. Some people say this is a bet to thin out the field.
Doesn't it make it good? It's like an air fryer.
Yeah, not Mark. Just text Kim about the PLO stream. It sounds like that's going to happen like Friday or Saturday nights. Also, you can put it together if you want to, big dog. I think Poker Monkey just folded his nut flush draw to what looked to be like a $25 bet, maybe $30 into 70. All right. I'm not sure Tiny knows this, but he has the best hand. This is super thin value, and he's about to get called by a worse 8. I mean, Tiny was the pre-flop raiser, and he didn't bet the flop into 6 people. So you can pretty much exclude a king in his range or take it out. I would conclude that Tiny doesn't have a king here. Oh, and she pays him off. Gets out kicked. This is going to get a reaction.
Oh, no, I do win.
Wow, barely. Nice.
A little bit of a slow roll, Tiny. She called you, homie.
All
Because
right.
he was bluffing with the.
Yeah,
No
he was
more whining
turned
about
his
not
8
winning
into a
in the end.
bluff.
You okay?
No.
Wipes his brow.
Really don't. I hate being wrong and right all at the same time.
Dory, that's not a bad call. Just a weird hand. Is that young Friedrich in the chat? Hello, young Friedrich.
I think the deck is done in
What?
Matrix.
Dog. That's fake Dirk Nowitzki. I think Joe has the $5 straddle on. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of those in this game. It's a really friendly game. It's open to the public. Call up here and put your name on the list. Tiny now has a real hand to raise with.
You brought dinner?
It's one of the seldom 3-bets we've seen tonight. This is a 4Xer out of position. So Cup folds his suited ace-6, which theoretically is a fold. Mathematically, theoretically, I'm not a big charts guy anymore. Pretty much forgotten all the charts. We play fun street poker here at Peaks. Ain't like those other rooms that are real serious with a bunch of people with headphones in looking at computers. Right? All right. Hand 26. I don't see any cool hands on screen. Let's get this one over with quickly, huh? Oh, Matt called with a 7-6. All right. Flops a gut shot, I think.
A restaurant, like a combination of Middle Eastern, Asian and Middle Eastern food. Thinking of calling it Walk Like an Egyptian.
We gave that guy a microphone?
Just keeps them coming.
What the hell just happened here?
We haven't heard any lately. Robert hasn't been telling any.
I know, he's been very quiet.
Mac picks up some outs. He's now open-ended.
He's in mourning.
He's in mourning.
He's in mourning.
This is an interesting check raise from Larkin, and then he checks turn. So a strange line, and Mac does not semi-bluff that turn. He gets there. He hits his straights. Way to go, Mac. King 8 of hearts here should be in.
I don't understand.
He doesn't understand. I agree with you, Mac. It is a confusing line. But, Mac, you got the nuts here, buddy. So he sort of pots it. Yeah. What natural bluffs does he have? It's what Larkin's thinking through. Why is that so loud? What are we listening to?
Lately that
Tom Jones? Why is Tom Jones on out here?
Facebook has been disrupting the way we communicate as a family.
That's a little too loud, guys. Larkin folds his king 8. Good fold. Mac can bluff there. I've seen him do it.
It's funny because it's true.
No more than anyone else.
I knew I should have called that $10 bet from you.
Why?
He didn't show, did he?
I'm seeing the turn and then I'm not folding.
Oh, yeah, Doug, you remember the old times on stream where I used to have
The very best.
an open bar.
If you rolled it 6-7.
Bar's not open no mo.
Was it fun at me when you said that?
Shaniqua don't live here no mo.
The donkey.
I had German money. Hey, Frederick, I had German moneymaker in here with me earlier, and then the technicals went to hell. We had to call Australia again to fix the graphics. This is incredibly niche-y software, folks. I'm looking at limps. Oh, until Tiny makes it 20. I haven't seen Lego have a better hand than this in a long time, so he just ships it.
Yeah, just got 2 in there, right?
I mean, it's the perfect 3-bet size, too. A little more than 5x. Everybody folds around a tiny.
115.
Tiny's dominated, but he still's got 30% equity. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. He folds. To have fun with anyone.
It's strange that we play for hundreds of dollars, but you keep an eye on that $1 and $2 change. It really is. I mean, reality it is.
You know, right on this as a dealer, most players don't forget when it's their straddle, but they forget to post the big one in the very next hand.
Oh, that's my boy in the box. That's Benny Boy. Benny.
Or they have no problem going all in on the bluff and they don't tip the waiters or something. Weird.
This is hand 28 since we got the graphics going, but we've played for about 2.5 hours now, I think.
Oh, come on.
So this is probably hand like 60. Who's got what here? Nothing good. I like Dory's raising the hijack with a suited gapper.
That's the chip of a different color. That's not worth it.
It's for board coverage, you know?
We're the adversary.
Primo calls with the worst hand in poker, except it's suited, and he flops a 7. Dora's pretty much going to c-bet this flop like all the time. Oh, she goes huge. It's an overbet. 25 into 23. It's a bluff all day. That's 6 high. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is the most viewers we've had in a while. So y'all are cool. Hey, yo, Panda. What's up? It has been a while. I've completely forgot who that is.
They just would smell good.
My verb agreement is deteriorating. So
Well, and ours is first, you need to do those.
let's get some more beers.
Just because it would smell good and people would serve it and shop.
Kingston offered Jory in the low jack. Goes to 15. Garbage napkins, tiny folds. The old suited diaper, the clean diaper, the baby wipes, fold too.
The first hand that I won, gone from time and space.
We need this deck to get hot, Benny. Hot deck. Big pots. Primo's now defended a couple marginal hands against Dory's raises. Let's see if he can flop something decent this time. A single suited board of hearts. Gut shot for Dory. Second pair for Primo. He's checked his second pair twice.
How much was lost?
Oh, stream in January, Panda?
Started over.
Yeah, there's zero chance I can remember that far back.
Jim goes, how's it going in there? I said, you're not watching? Did you start again? He didn't know it was on again.
My wife said she watched some of it. There was too much talking. Well, that's what we do.
It's kind of a point.
My wife hasn't said anything yet, so.
Hand 30.
Well, you guys have had it, right?
I really want to see Primo raise this hand.
You've had a lot
Yeah, we've been.
of, lot of
And I
nerd talk.
Goes to
be
10.
kind of quiet with it, so we just, interrupt.
At one point, I almost went like this, but I thought, oh, it's good for your nerds.
Two nerds over here.
Hey, does the stream game to, is it 8?
Poker Monkey elects to not raise with tens here. Primo's in an early position. He's under the gun. So he has better hands than tens. Ah-ya. This is a really cool flop for Tiny, obviously. Top 2 pair. And an over pair with a gut shot straight draw for Poker Monkey. He'll call 20 bucks. Primo could float here if there was like 1 heart on board. Front door diamonds complete. So Tiny sizes down relative to his last bet size.
How much?
We can fill that seat. I know this is
I'm gonna have to peel a river there, bro.
This is quite a bit of information. He does have quite a few outs.
Thank you.
That's one of them. He now has. Oh, no. Never mind. Take that back. The board paired. I thought Poker Monkey had a better 2 pair, but Tiny boats up. That is a full house. 7's full of 9s. And these are still like small bets relative to the size of the pot. Poker Monkey improved to 2 pair.
Curiosity killed me before when I called. I just don't know about you though.
They're fun to watch.
I don't know if you got diamonds. I don't know.
Poker Monkey has a hat that says Old Poker Joker. Plural. Old Poker Jokers. Old Poker
Yeah, I
Jokers.
want to see. I don't care.
Full house.
That might be one of them.
A boat does beat me. Stupid river.
You paid him off. I think you got a crying call there for that size. Just 55 bucks. So he got off cheap, I guess.
It's with that Poker Monkey money. That's hard to get right there.
That, it's like using a crowbar or something.
Oh,
All right. Like
Well,
30
if I was
hands
on a
in.
regular
30 hand sample size right here.
This is our entertainment recreational
Let's see if this
game here.
passes like the intuitive test. I think I've noticed that
Not a bunch
Cup
of
folds a lot,
strangers.
and his VPIP is at 20.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
makes
there's a bunch of
sense.
strangeness, but not too many strings.
Tiny being up there makes sense.
Yeah, right, Matt?
Did Primo just leave?
Little things bother me. This bothers me. Little things like
Yeah, I'm.
Jonathan leaving during the short stream.
We're with you.
little things like that bother me.
Did he
Showed up once a
understand?
month.
yeah.
No, he joined late. He filled someone else's seat. He didn't know.
Need to let this roll off my back now.
Might as well.
No skin off my nose, but I mean it just.
Yeah, I hear you.
Not your monkey, not your circus.
Yeah.
There's a monkey.
Exactly.
Ugh.
He's just being rude, that's all.
Nah, he just didn't notice, that's all. What's the button? Yeah, right?
What I'll say about this hand is that Cup has top pair, but he's outkicked by Poker Monkey. Larkin floats with some backdoor stuff. It's only $10.
Hey, he threw it further that time.
Tiny has ace high. Why not? He can hit an ace.
Nah, it doesn't.
Tiny hits an 8, which is top pair.
Uh-oh.
I'll just go out and bet.
Need that rubber card.
35 into 80.
Dang it. Sixty fours.
See if you can see the river.
Can you read it?
Everybody folds.
Oh my God.
That's why I bet. I don't want to see a 9.
Yeah, so that exchange was Larkin hitting his gut shot. He hit a 4-outer. He needed a 9 to make a straight with his Jack 10. He got there, but he folded to a bet. Possibly forgot to imply
All in
odds.
trouble now.
I thought that might happen.
Table change.
Oh, Benny, that's a demerit.
They're full of jokes.
We're full of something.
Yeah.
It's all good.
There he is. There's Jim. Pretty sure that's Jim.
For second.
The straightest chips of all, my husband's.
I got a friend who says he's addicted to brake fluid, but he says he can stop anytime.
There's a couple of moans, a couple of giggles, and
That's what we're looking for.
that was high score.
And the wow was from one of our own.
I know. It was your
I'll do whatever he does.
I've been reading this book about anti-gravity.
Mhm.
I can't put it down.
Oh, you're getting, that
I'll
was
make
a
him
Reeves.
choke on his pizza.
That's a Reeves.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That's because he's chewing.
The next one we have to do is damn Hamlet or something.
Well, I want to hear the
No
one
wonder
from
we did
you,
the defibrillator.
Robert, the one from you about going to the doctor. And
Just check. Most likely. Show me a high card. So.
No fear.
when you get up at night,
Show me a jack or something. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take a hiatus from announcing
I know you know
until Poker Monkey's finished with his joke series
The
here.
button goes all the way through.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Let him cook.
I'll test it now.
I'm passing this.
But it is legal to go ahead and put $1 on it. I'll do it for you. You don't have change.
Right here.
I'll do it for you. You don't have change.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jim.
You know what? This is his
I mean,
anyway.
I know he'd have done it if he just thought
That's
about it. I know he'd have done it, so.
All right, let's just do it.
Let's just keep adding to it. There you go. Don't stop now.
I think you might be rooting for you now.
It's okay for the dealer to influence that kind of action? Sure is. Okay. That's what I thought.
Sure. Yep, 15.
we like our dealers here.
As long as it's in between hands, I was told you can do whatever you want from there.
That's right.
That is the knowledge.
I get it for discount.
So I need it.
Well, I do too.
All right, we're 5-handed. There's some decent looking hands in this group here.
I'll check.
Check.
Mac flops best on this very dry board.
I mean, I hope we got it on.
Pair of queens, good kicker, 5-handed.
Legos.
Mac is gonna bet.
Legos sword. It's pretty good.
He goes big too.
Well, I'm kind of listening to the end of
65.
it. I didn't know when it came back up, so I didn't get back on for a while. So I missed it for sure.
Yeah.
Should be a short.
Pretty hard for anyone to have anything to call with besides a worse queen or like 9s or 10s or 4 or 5.
Who's doing stunt driving at 15?
Can I have five blues?
On purpose,
4
or
blues.
just
Give me
worked out?
4 blues.
All right.
The short story was I was sent to the gas station, just learning to drive, and I had a gas can for the lawnmower. Went over the bumps in the parking lot, the gas can falls over, I'm leaning over when I'm driving to try and ride it, and I look up, and I'm looking straight at, looking straight at railroad landscaping timber. 6x6, 8x8, something like this. So I slam on the brakes, but they hit the accelerator. You know, Dukes of Hazzard over this song. Neighbors in the parking lot working on his car.
Do it again.
Yeehaw!
I'm freaking out because I literally just thought it. But you look at the front of the car, the stuff laid down just perfect, and it literally made it rain. And it worked
It was
out.
a rental car.
I predict
Of
this
all the
hand
things that worked out
will be a
for us,
big waste of time for everybody.
but it basically
Flop goes check,
taught me,
check.
To own my mistakes. I went and told my mom.
You know, both have gut shots.
And
Lego bet 15 or Joe bet 15. Lego calls immediately.
hey,
And River goes check, check. Neither bluff.
that's
Luckily, they chop.
I go home and I'm like, Mom,
And Joe wins $1.
I got zero trouble.
What a pot.
Yeah, I owned up to the mistake I made. And
All right, let's throw this chart up and see if we can do some deduction and figure out how much somebody's up. Max up at least $1,100, right? So that's awesome. Joe's probably up $500. That's also awesome. Tiny has rebought once. I remember him getting stacked. He's probably even. Poker Monkey, I don't know if he's rebought or not. Might be up $200. Anyway, hand 36. Under the gun plus 2. So that offer is just a call from Mac. Look at that badass peak merch.
When she was getting in the car, she's like, slow down. You're the one that taught me how to do it.
All right, this is cool. This is cool. Lego only has $139 left, but it looks like he is gonna make a raise with kings, as one should. It's a 3x raise though to 45.
All the better. What kind of a
This is
merch?
gonna be pretty appealing. He might even get 3 callers.
I'm not
I'm so
official
tempted because they're sweet, sweet.
His
gentle
stack to pot ratio on the flop is gonna be low.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was
Killed the bike
terrible.
rider.
How deep's the well over there, sir?
The
Teeny tiny. You don't lose much. I mean,
There's hope.
Tiny getting a great price, 3-way. He's in position. He's on the button. There aren't a lot of 3-bets in this game, and he folds ace-10 suited here to 2 better hands.
I tried, I really did.
Nice and cautious play. This is bad news for Jim because he can't fold ace-jack now, even though he's probably sure that Lego's got a higher pair.
How much is there? All of it.
96.
94, he would have called snap ball.
Yes, he could fold.
Call.
Oh, man,
I go your first to show.
I got there.
Shows king. Shows ace jack.
I had king too.
Lego, a little more than a double up, gets above $300. Now he's got some fighting chips. And an unfortunate flop for Jim.
So we're gonna add one extra.
Cookie, could you please give the man your card?
We're gonna win it.
Not signed in.
did you get there? Tiny?
Hey Doug, if you're still watching, you used to chat a lot more, bud. What happened?
I wasn't expecting everybody.
Used to be real active in the chat.
Every time, what are you talking about?
On our Peaks Dallas live stream.
Minimum.
We're on delay.
Last time I played a hand in position.
Ain't no cheating in this place. No cheating allowed. Never. Ace Queen offsuit for Larkin. First to act under the gun. This should usually be a raise, but he's going to make it real small.
Yeah.
He goes to 5.
Yeah,
Either trying to induce a 3-bet
I believe.
Oh,
or just wants to play a huge multi-way pot with a ton of
He hasn't looked
worse
yet.
hands.
I know. That should stop it.
Yes, there's a $300 cap on this stream, not Mark.
I think Tony G told help me.
Starts on full. I think I got it right back.
A real nice flop for Larkin, who bets half pot. Mac is not folding a gut shot straight draw. Joe's not going to fold second pair decent kicker.
Crazy, man. Joe, you're crazy.
The only thing this 7 of club changes is now there's backdoor clubs in action, in play.
Years. I believe that.
Y'all know Monty, right, from
35.
Yeah, 35.
So we were in a
You may
tournament.
have to look.
and he was
You
really
may
short.
have to look. I understand.
He looked at one card, he goes all in, and the other guy's finally called. He looks at one card, he flips it over, and ace, and slides it to another ace.
Yes, Larkin bets 35 into 50-ish. Plenty of worse hands to get value from.
Oh, he's gone.
Mac is getting the right price. 2 clubs and 2 diamonds out there might cut down on your live outs,
Yeah, that's what that thing would be where I'm.
which cuts down on your implied odds
You blind have
and
no-
increases your reverse implied odds.
All right. Heads up.
You looked and called.
I looked and called.
The scary thing is you could be in there with anything.
Interesting. That might have been cool.
I'll check.
I'll check with you.
I have an ace.
Dang it. I had king jack.
Dang it,
Oh,
Joe.
that was-
I'm with
I
you.
tried really hard.
If you had seen it, you would have played it.
You did not expect Larkin to just raise to just $5 pre-flop with ace queen off. Quite a little bit of a ruse.
Tough. We haven't heard from you in a very long time.
All right, y'all, 4 more hands. Mac can get the last button.
All right.
All right, Eric, can I have a
I want the 4 of y'all to win, but I'll just say that if the money's still on the button, you give
I mean, y'all can definitely keep playing, but the stream is for 4 more minutes. I'll sit there and do it because I'll want to.
Well,
I'm back.
There are more options.
Some of us have either work or sleep. We're old.
Thank you.
I used to say we're retired, and so we don't care what time it is, but for about 10 days, we've been working. It's not been retired.
Mm-hmm.
6, you got 6 in front.
Yeah, I got 6. Approximately.
Check.
First one checks. Mac, anytime.
Check.
Yeah, so. You check, Lane?
Yeah.
Check.
Check.
First one check.
I'll check.
Check.
Oh, my goodness.
I
Very
surrender.
familiar, like it was just out there.
I have a queen high.
Really cool hand.
That's 7.
Thank you.
Poker Monkey had an 8. I think I saw that. At this point, it's a big who cares? Hands over, next hand. Poker forever.
Pretty decent pizza, huh?
Charts?
How is it?
We're good.
So they have an air fryer.
This'll be low.
Pizza oven, and it gets really crispy crust.
Jim just sat down.
Good flavor.
Cups metric makes sense.
I make this rum raisin cake,
Mm-hmm.
and
Logan's one of the
gluten-free,
taggier players. Yeah, all right.
raisin free and cake free. Okay, it's rum.
You know, if you ever told me like was just talking to me and told me something, I'd be waiting for the punchline.
Notice I put it in front of the button.
Big sigh from Mac. He's like, I hate this hand, but I'm kind of priced
Hey,
in.
he's the one trying to make it hard on you, not me.
Do I really want to play King 10 off out of position? It's just $8 more. You know how it goes.
That was you.
Lost another gut shot to the Broadway.
The bad bubble with the circuit. You're like, I don't want to drive back here with you.
Yeah. Did you hear that? He thought he made up for it with the queens and the tens and the kings.
All right.
The other one was a bag bubble.
Poker Monkey flops 2 pair. Ace deuce, top and bottom. Does not raise. Lego's bet.
I did that with TJ.
I don't remember which event it was.
Now Mac's getting a decent price to hit his Broadway. That's not it.
I had like 150 and TJ had like 75. And Brian
Lego
had
checks
takes
ace
the
10
card
now.
and said 4 more hands. And I had queens and he has aces. And
I don't
had
think
75.
Monkey even counted that. He
I'm
just
like,
grabbed a little stack and shoved it out there.
interesting. Well, what's
Because I had the other one where I'm sitting there and Chris Ness.
Lego didn't hit a better 2 pair, and that river goes check, check.
And I looked under the big blind and had pocket queens.
Play the cards I'm dealt.
So, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, even though his whole stack.
He wins $116.
Yay!
He might be up 100 big. Oh, no.
And, thank you. He ends up hitting the boat.
Maybe $300.
He was just playing
Completely
slides.
blind.
Yeah.
30K stat, like level 2.
Well, the last main event, I'm sitting with
Mac.
Danny's at my table.
Mac
I
in the
raised with
hat.
ace queen, and
Big winner right
three
now.
calls, And then this guy in seat 1 called.
And Joe's
He's
chipped up
been-
pretty well.
I mean, we're in level 1 of the main event, right? He's been already all in a couple of times. We're like, what are you doing? And the board comes queen, queen, queen. And I say,
Cup is limped in early position with little pairs like this a few times now. Dory
and
raises.
Danny bets, and the kid slams all in. And I go, call, and Danny's like the first one to just throw him in. And the kid has like a chance. And I started the main event in 2 stacks. I was like, well, that's fine.
We're 5-handed, says Benny Boy.
But I've never done well in the long run when I hit some bet big early.
Yeah,
Like in the first 2 levels, I'm just running it up, just.
yeah.
Dory's ace 9 has 70% equity, or 69 more specifically, which is nice. This gut shot wheel draw for Lego needs to hit a 4. The 6 does not scare Dory one bit. She'll go 40. Yeah, Lego folds.
My best tournament win ever many years ago was TJ was at the final table.
Playing a little short stack.
Like 8 or 9 hands, and I stacked TJ and ended up winning the tournament.
He couldn't win too much more money if he miracled a 4 on the river. 3 outs is about 10% equity. Nah.
Nice hit of the string. I don't plan on leaving, but just saying.
I'm going, but we can do a bomb pot after this.
Yeah, let's do a
after
bomb
this
pot,
one.
but then I think Jim and I don't know, Jim wants to try. I'm having to.
They got cots in the back.
He lives here.
They got cots in the back there.
It's only 9:45. We're talking about finishing the stream already? Really?
Pick me, Benny.
Top 2 pair for Lego. This is a nice, what they call wet board. Dry means there are not a lot of draws. Wet means there's a lot of draws. Hey, boat's up. Tiny was just calling with a gut shot here, and now he hits a pair, but it don't matter. Lego's got a full house that he checked on the turn as a trap. If he wants to get called by a queen, he's got to go smallish. Don't get greedy. That's the right size. Tiny makes the right fold.
Sure.
It got started late.
$5
It did,
last.
yeah, it did.
Yep.
Just, but I mean, you don't want to do 10
We can do that.
for
I'm all
the
for
last
it.
one?
Yeah, last one. So we
Mike's
been
gonna come in
doing.
and deal the bomb pot for you guys in case you decide you want to keep playing the game off stream.
Okay, I don't necessarily, but, thank you, Penny. Since we.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
Have it at 2. All right, we're doubling the bomb pot.
might be approaching some bedtimes, given the average age of our
Okay, just give it to me and I'll give you
lineup
whatever
here.
you want
They're gonna get so mad at me for that.
Does that work?
Well, not really the type to care about stuff like that.
And the cards too. 8 cards each. Doubling everything.
That was fun.
Scoreboard.
Very
That's only
friendly.
72 cards.
Recreationally.
High low.
Here at Peaks Dallas in the design district, if you've never played here before, and you should remedy that as soon as possible, because the atmosphere is amazing. It's tip top. It was actually a full bar. It's basically split up into 2 rooms here at Peaks Dallas Live. One, very fun bar, full bar, and the other is a poker room. We even have ping pong. I see all the graphics for a bomb pot, but nothing else. Poker Monkey's got to scan his cards. Who has Jack 10? Cup flopped a straight on the top board.
Oh, I didn't know we were still on the stream.
Oh,
We're not on the stream, are we?
oh, well.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Fans?
Careful, they're tiny flashing cards.
Okay.
There's been a few clues that I've picked up on that it's indicated that this might be the last hand of the stream. And so everyone that tuned in, stuck around, much love.
I saw it.
I saw very powerful.
We're trying to get Poker Monkey to get all of his cards read, and then we'll have some equities and stuff.
We had a
I guess it checked around to Jim.
bet in cup bet 25. So we called, Tony called, pulled around to Jim, called.
Okie dokie.
Time, whatever. Yeah, if this one comes out.
Something happened.
Everybody knows.
All right. We've now
This is
changed
closed card, it's a burn card, United States.
Got it.
our turn on the bottom board. Everything looks to be in order.
Correct.
I was really confused how Dory had the most equity. Anyway, it's over now. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Tiny has it straight on the bottom. It's the nut straight, in fact. People are going crazy because it's the last hand of the stream.
Nine done, or spades, high. Yeah.
Nuts don't change. Cup and Tiny will be chopping this. Cup has the Jack 10 straight on the top board, and Tiny has the 4-5 for a straight on the bottom board.
I didn't think anybody'd get there because I had.
And this is one of the bigger pots of the night, $725.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Yep.
Enjoy it.
Very
Cup
fun.
made $252.
Take care of
And made $113.
I get a quarter of it.
Big night for old Mac over there. He's got a few racks
Pull this back.
that he's taken to the cage. His prizes that he won. And I guess that's it for me, folks. We will do this again tomorrow night. Actually, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Any of you new viewers, there's a cool thing on YouTube where you can like subscribe to a channel, and then you can turn on notifications so that you get, you know, an alert on your phone or some device that'll tell you when we start a stream. So, you know, it's a little convenience. It's a nice little technological convenience. I've been Dan Simone, and this has been Peaks Dallas Live.